Randall?
Well, Vicki, that super outbreak of 1974 was one of the deadliest ever, with 148 tornadoes ripping through 13 states. That includes the F5 monster twister, which hit Brandenburg. 31 people died, 257 were injured. Others, though, like fourth grader Shelley Trent, survived unharmed. But 5 decades later, she remembers the terror.
Two funnels came together to one large funnel, and it was heading toward Brandenburg.
Shelley Trent speaking at the 50th anniversary memorial of the Brandenburg tornado. On the afternoon of April 3rd, 1974, Trent got off the school bus, went inside her parents' mobile home, and felt a sense of impending doom.
It was sunny but breezy, but I had this feeling of terror. I was just not even 11 years old.
That's when the phone rang. Trent's father was on the line.
My dad was working in Louisville, and he said, "You all need to get out of that trailer."
Trent's mom put Shelley and her sister in the car and headed for a relative's house with a basement. Not far down the road, the fourth grader sees an ominous sight.
I saw the tornado coming across the field at us.
Shelley Trent says she pointed to the twister out the passenger side window, and that's when her mom makes a life-saving decision.
I said, "Mom, what is that?" And she said, "Oh my God, when I stop this car, you run like hell into Wiles Grocery."
The mom and two daughters make it to safety and ride out the storm in the grocery store. After surviving what she thought was the worst, Trent, only 11 years old at the time, sees a sight seared into her memory 50 years later.
There were people who were coming into the grocery store who were covered in mud and blood, and who were saying that their house had caved in on them. And so that was pretty terrifying for a little kid.
Terrified but unharmed, Trent survives the Brandenburg tornado. 31 others weren't as fortunate. At a Wednesday afternoon memorial service at exactly 4:08 p.m., which is when the twister hit, the name of each person killed was read aloud.
Ada A. Mercer.
Followed by the single ring of a bell, tolled in their honor. It's important to note the victims of the 1974 tornado did not die in vain. As several speakers at the memorial pointed out, significant improvements in tornado warning systems were made after the Brandenburg tornado hit. The tragedy also spurred innovations in public education and awareness, leading to a major overhaul of the National Weather Service and its operations. Reporting live in studio, Randall Cam, WLKY News.